It is Friday, the 23rd day of June 2023. Good evening and welcome to Newswatch and Hope TV, a station where you look and live. I'm Tess Njenga and our sign language interpreter is Elizabeth Wanjiku. We are also streaming live on our social media platforms on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter at Hope TV Kenya, where you can also send us your feedback. Let us now take a look at the day's events. President William Ruto has said that Financial Pact Summit in Paris has made for crucial discussions that are inclusive of diversity. Speaking at the conclusion of the new Global Financial Pact Summit in Paris, Ruto hailed his French counterpart Emmanuel Macron for the bold summit has confronted worldwide issues. Also addressing the summit were IMF Managing Director Kristalina Georgieva, World Bank President Ajay Banga, and the U.S. Secretary of the Treasury Janet Yellen.
The IMF plays an important role in providing policy advice and technical assistance along with critical financing. We've had constructive discussions about ensuring that the IMF can continue to provide concessional lending now and in the longer term. And we call on the IMF to present all available options to put its poverty reduction and growth facility on a sustainable footing in the near term.
And for sure, I think we have confronted financial orthodoxy. We have confronted shareholder power, global capitalism, and corporate power. And we have also had a conversation about big oil. Madam Lawrence Tobiana spoke about breaking taboos. Prime Minister Mia Mottley reminded us that this is not a formal decision-making forum, but a pivotal moment to set aside our national interest and end the perpetual blame game. I want to repeat here again, as I did before, this is not about North versus South. It is not about emitters or non-emitters. It's not about the rich versus poor, climate guilty or innocent, and the powerful or the powerless. It's about all of us.
The tourism hospitality sector under the Kenya Association of Hotel Keepers and Caterers has opposed the 1.5% housing levy in the controversial Finance Bill 2023 that was passed by Parliament on Wednesday. The association has noted that the levy will increase the cost of doing business, which will in turn have to be transferred to their consumers. Grace Ahati now reports.
The move by parliamentarians to pass the highly contested Finance Bill 2023-2024 on Wednesday has continued to elicit mixed reactions from various quarters.
Somebody needs to start caring for the hustlers.
The latest comes from the Kenya Association of Hotel Keepers and Caterers, KAHC, which has opposed some of the key proposals in the bill, among them the contentious housing levy, which was initially proposed to be at 3% of employees' gross pay, but later amended to 1.5%. Addressing the press during the KAHC annual symposium in Mombasa, KAHC Chief Executive Officer Mike Macharia urged the parliament not to do an equivalent match to employers, noting that it will increase the cost of operation, which will in turn affect customers.
We would like to urge Parliament to make sure that they don't do an equivalent match by the employer, because this will just push the cost of doing business up, especially coming after the enhanced Social Security NSSF Act 2013 and the proposed NHIF 2.7%.
On the proposal to raise VAT on fuel from 8% to 16%, Macharia noted that once President William Ruto assents the bill to law, the tourism sector will be greatly affected, since the new tariffs will have direct effects on the cost of transportation, which is very key to the sector.
VAT on fuel is going up by 8%. So what that means is that you already have a direct cost on transport, which is key to our operations, because we rely heavily on transportation of goods, people, and services. across. So the cost of doing business will go up. We are still waiting for the final act from Parliament so that we determine how much is it going to affect us.
The association has, however, lauded the government for allocating 4.1 billion shillings to the Ministry of Tourism in the 2023-2024 budget, up from the 2 billion shillings that were allocated for the Tourism Fund in the previous financial year.
So we do appreciate the fact that there is some money to spend. We try and make the best of what we have, but at the same time, we'll be calling for increased budget.
This comes even as former Baringo Senator and KANU Chairman Gideon Moi has asked the government to prioritize the establishment of transparent and accountable systems that will help seal avenues of corruption to ensure taxpayers' money is utilized as appropriated. Reporting for Hope TV Newswatch, I'm Grace Ahati.
Thank you, Grace, for that report. Now, Head of Public Service Felix Kosgei has said that digitization and automation of Kenya Bureau of Standards (KEBS) services will curb corruption and enhance efficiency. Kosgei said the government is committed to reforming KEBS to protect Kenya from standard and prohibited products. Speaking on Friday during the launch of KEBS app, Kosgei said digitization will minimize human interference in the organization's operations. Kosgei also reiterated President William Ruto's commitment to fighting corruption, saying the government will take decisive action against those who breach public trust.
All of us know that this organization has suffered the unnecessary disrepute of grand corruption and tainted the overall image of the government, both past and present. You know that when people out there are talking about corruption, the name KEMSA comes in every other minute. This has been done like KEMSA, or it is not as bad as KEMSA, or this is worse than KEMSA. This has to stop.
The facts the way they are, and to inform you that if you are the one that is causing the bad name of KEMSA to go out there, then you are not in the right place.
We are rationalizing the staff here to ensure that we are left with the people who will help us drive KEMSA forward. Even if someone does not get a renewal, does not mean that we have issues with them. It's just that we only have so much in terms of our establishment.
Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has hailed Trade Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria's controversial sentiments against the media. Speaking during the 40th Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology JKUAT graduation ceremony, the Deputy President said that the media must also be held to account, urging other leaders to follow suit. He also urged the courts to gag the media from criticizing politicians in the same way it has gagged Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria.
Now we are also saying somebody needs to hold the media to account for the things that they write. So welcome to the world of Moses Kiarie Kuria. Welcome. Because no situation is permanent. And I'm so happy the way the media has reacted to criticism. It's good you are feeling the way we feel. You have been hitting us left, right, and center. Nobody has ever held you to account. Now, Moses Kuria ameuliza nyinyi maswali tatu tu. You are all over, you are crying. You have seen nothing. We want to ask leaders in this country to join Moses Kuria to hold the press to account. They must be accountable for what they write and what they say. And if they write lies They must be countered with facts. There is nobody who is immune to accountability. Everybody must be accountable for your actions. And the same way, the courts have been persuaded to gag Moses Kuria from holding the press to account. I want the same courts, when leaders go to court and ask them to restrain the media from criticizing leaders, the same courts must give same orders so that we are fair. We must have equity and fairness.
And Kenya today joined the rest of the world in marking the International Widows' Day. The day serves as a reminder of the collective responsibility to safeguard widows' rights and well-being. This year's theme is Invisible Women, Invisible Problems, and highlights the fact that widows are often overlooked and their problems are not addressed. The United Nations statistics say there are more than 258 million widows around the world and many more who have historically been left unseen, unsupported, and unmeasured in our societies. Speaking during an event to commemorate widows, Nyandarua County Women Representative Faith Gitau noted that widows need love and assistance in the society.
International Widows Day. Hawa ni mama wajane na baba wale wameachwa na bibi zao, na mimi kama mama county nilianza hii project ama program ya kuangalia since 2017. Kwa hivyo nawaangalia vizuri, naona wale wako na groups, tunawainua, tunawapatia pesa ya kujisimamia. Kuna groups zingine hapa wanaweka kuku, wanaweka ng'ombe, wengine wanashona viondo, vikapu, wanashona vitu mingi sana, na tunawashikilia kama mama county wa Nyandarua. Ofisi yangu inawachunga sana, hata wale wako na shida ya mashamba, kwa sababu wengi wa hawa wamama kule waliolewa na baba ameenda ama bwana yake ameenda, wanapatanga shida sana ya inheritance. Kwa hivyo mimi kama mama county na washika mkono na waonyesha njia na wasaidia mpaka wakuwe settled. Na sio wamama peke yake, hata kuna wazee wale waliachwa na bibi zao, hata hao niko na program zao na washikilia vizuri na washikanisha pamoja na wapatia counseling, kwa sababu wazee hufinyika haraka sana, wanaenda down haraka sana kuliko wamama. Kwa hivyo hao wazee niko na program zao na wakusanya pamoja na wainua na wapatia hata pesa ya kujisimamia. Na nataka kuuliza hata wale watu community around washikilie hawa watu. Lazima tuwaonyeshe upendo, lazima tuwe nao, lazima tujue vile wanakaa, kwa sababu tukiwaachilia wanaenda chini vibaya sana, wanaenda haraka sana, wanakufa haraka sana. Lakini tukiwa hapo nao, tukiwaangalia, tunawainua, tunawapatia upendo, wataishi kwa muda mrefu.
Well, that story on commemorating Widows' Day takes us to our very first break on Newswatch tonight. Don't go too far. We have plenty more coming up.
This Sunday on the CBS Family Service.
I've never seen anybody tell me, pray for me to concentrate on reading a novel. Yet some of you read those novels with difficult classical English, and you read it 400 pages down in 2 days. But the King James Version is where you draw the line.
That's this Sunday on Hope TV, Hope FM, and Sitam Church Online.
Many leaders have primarily focused on leadership externally, leading others. We lead teams, we lead organizations, we lead nations. However, we often overlook the very foundation of leadership. Personal leadership. Join the Catalyst Associates throughout the month of July for the High Impact Leadership Series 1, Establishing Your Leadership Roots. This 5-part leadership series will explore the journey of building your personal leadership and developing your own practical leadership roadmap. To register, call or WhatsApp us on 0791 035 594 or email us on office@thecatalyst.com. Limited slots available. Visit www.thecatalyst.com to learn more. The Catalyst, catalyzing leadership, inspiring leaders. Hope Media invites you to experience the ultimate worship encounter dubbed Uweponi Worship Experience Chapter 2. Mark your calendars for July 7, 2023 from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Sitam Valley Road. Prepare yourself for a night of heavenly melodies and powerful worship. Gracing the stage will be the renowned gospel music minister Dr. Ipiana from Tanzania and the sensational Peter Watako from Kenya. But here's the best part. Entry is absolutely free. That's right, it's open for anyone with a heart for worship. Can't make it in person? No worries. Tune in to Hope TV and Hope FM on Facebook and YouTube pages to join the soul-stirring celebration at Hope FM Live and Hope TV Kenya. Don't miss out on this divine encounter. #Experience Hope.
A very warm welcome back. Now, a section of pastoralists from Loyangalani area in Turkana County have expressed gratitude to the veterinary officers under the SITA missions who attended to various health issues affecting their cattle. While recapping the exercise that ended today, the vets mentioned various issues they faced during the medical and vet camp. They, however, noted that a good number of cattle received proper treatment and their owners were sensitized on hygienic ways to offer proper care to their flock.
We have dewormed many animals, but not as many as we had expected. So next time we request we come in when more of animals have not moved away to other places, so that we can at least do what we love.
It has been the most amazing experience. The people are very, very accommodating, despite the language barrier we have experienced.
And basically, given this opportunity by the Sitam Church, we are grateful. We came here even in partnership with the veterinarians with the mission program. And that's why we are here, to help the community through the animals, or via the animals, so that at least they can feel loved as well, and at least know that somebody out there is vouching for them.
Wamedunga mbuzi zetu vizuri. Mbuzi, ngamia, kama ngamia 1000 hivi zimedungwa vizuri. Na pia mbuzi kama 5000 hivi zimedungwa. Na tumefanya kazi nao vizuri. Mzuri sana. Ana mengine bali kurudishia shukrani, kurudishia pia shukrani. Na sasa tumekubarikisha kwa Mungu, Mungu akubariki pamoja na mbuzi zetu.
Now, Kenyans have decried the current state of the economy, criticizing the 2023-2024 Kenya Kwanza maiden budget that was unveiled last week. Speaking during the Okoa Uchumi campaign, the Nairobi resident said that government has not addressed Kenya's key economic issues affecting low-income citizens. The Okoa Uchumi campaign is a civil society initiative committed to the goal of accountability in Kenya's public debt management.
Sisi hatukuletewa hapa mambo ya kuulizwa maswali ya hii mnasema hapa ati kuna financial bill, sijui ni finance bill. Hakuna mtu hapa alikuja kuulizwa swali. Na kama kunaye waliita padri wa hii kanisa ya Catholic, sababu huyu ni mtu mkubwa. Kama kunaye waliita matajiri wenye manyumba hizo wanasema.
Uchumi the situation saa hii vile iko uchumi iko ICU. Ni kudedi na dedi. Na ni nani wanaimaliza? Ni hawa watu wenye si tulipatia kazi. Mimi naweza taka hivi, Wakenya tusipoangaliana sisi wenyewe, tusipojiangalia sisi na tuseme hatuta focus sana na vitu hawa wase wanafanya, because anu watu wameamua kukaa kwa table peke yao, wana discuss vitu about sisi and then wanatuletea. Mimi nasema Wakenya, it's our time kuokoa uchumi.
Katiba ya leo inaongea mambo iko wazi. Na hiyo katiba tena ndio hiyo imekanyangiwa. So tutakuwa namna gani Wakenya? Si Wakenya mtaenda kuisha. Sasa tukipigana na pombe na hizi industries zote zimefungwa, watu wanahamahama. Sasa tunatengeneza uchumi wa kufanya nini? Budget ni ya nini kama industries zinaisha? Hao watoto tutapeleka wapi? Nchi ya Kenya kutakuwa na vita kubwa zaidi. Kwa hivyo wacheni tufungue industries, wawache kulipisha waindi ama investors. Wafungue, wawachane na hizo taxes. Waweke chini kidogo, watu warudi kwa hizi industries hii, watoto warudi kazini. Yangu niyo peke yake.
Persons with disabilities from across Kitui are a happy lot after the county government issued them with assorted assistive devices through the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Youth, ICT and Sports and Social Services. 24 wheelchairs, 200 white canes and 200 sunscreens were donated to people with varied disabilities in an exercise spearheaded by the CECM Phoebe Mutemi at the Kitui Agricultural Training Center.
Tunakushukuru mheshimiwa na viongozi wote ambao wametukumbuka. Sisi wakati mwingine huwa hatukumbukwi, Bwana asifiwe, lakini Mungu ametia hiyo jambo katika mioyo yenu. Wacha tuendelee na vile tumesema ndio mwanzo mpya. Tuendelee hivyo na Mungu atatuwezesha. Kwa hivyo sisi tumeshukuru, tulikuwa tumetoka sehemu mbalimbali, tukirudi huko tutasema tu
Now you have enabled these learners to go a step ahead, because some of them who didn't have sunscreen to prevent them from skin disease, they can now be able to learn well. The ones who had problems of mobility because of lack of wheelchair, they can move well. The ones who didn't have a white cane to move well, they can now go to classes, go to the sanitation areas, to the dormitories very well.
We have met several people with different disabilities. Physical, we have the blind, we have the albinos, and we were able to distribute the assistive devices to them. As a ministry, we had procured 24 wheelchairs, 200 white canes, and we had approximately 200 sunscreens. We are happy because we have seen those people were very happy because some of them could not walk. And now, because of the wheelchairs, they will be able to move from one place to another. Okay, to us, it was a big day, but still, this was just a small fraction of what we need, because the PWDs are everywhere, and they are part of us as the people of Kitui, and we need to reach to them in different ways. So I had different stakeholders, partners. We collaborate together so that we can be able to reach these people in a good way.
We heard that you are coming this way. We are very happy for the joyful news.
Now, police in Nairobi have arrested a Pakistani and an Indian national alongside 5 Kenyans after they were found in possession of 24 kilograms of cocaine and 1,200 kilograms of ketamine with a joint estimated street value of 121 million shillings. The vehicle, which was carrying 2 occupants, was heading to the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, according to the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI. Forensic detectives later conducted drug analysis to determine, forensic detectives later conducted drug analysis to determine the exact weight and composition of the recovered narcotics. The suspects will be arraigned at the JKIA Chief Magistrates Court on Monday next week.
Only God can turn a mess into a message.
I have a boy on a wheelchair.
Yeah.
I'm still preaching on the pulpit.
Amen.
Niliona mguu ya nyuma inakuja tu kunikanyaga, imenilenga tu kwa tumbo. Nikaitana tu Jesus.
I got tired of working with the x-ray papers, and one day I just woke up and decided to burn them.
A test into a testimony.
The whole community didn't want to hear that anybody is born again. Excommunicated straight.
Bila Yesu hakuna njia.
Join Sharon Naitore Wangenye on Testify.
Katika hiyo harakati hiyo spirit ikakemewa, mimi nimeona Yesu Kristo namna hii. Kwa msalaba. Opa. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Every Thursday at 8 p.m. for a moment to grow your faith some more.
This Sunday on the CBS Family Service.
I've never seen anybody tell me, pray for me to concentrate on reading a novel. Yet some of you read those novels with difficult classical English. And you read it 400 pages down in 2 days. But the King James Version is where you draw the line.
That's this Sunday on Hope TV, Hope FM, and Sitam Church Online.
Welcome back. Now in business, as a way of reducing the post-harvest losses by horticultural farmers in Embu County, the county government has kick-started a series of training to farmers to curb the losses. County Executive Member CEC in charge of Agriculture, John Dwega, said the training will equip farmers with skills and knowledge on how they can store their produce after harvest.
In terms of horticulture, and also be able to be food secure. The main reason why we came up with this partnership is because we realized that horticulture farming has